everyone, my name is Kaseem. Welcome to the $1 Million Challenge. So in today's video, we are going to do our dividend and growth investing portfolio update. And this is where I talk to you about how I'm managing my portfolio. This portfolio is the main goal of the channel. The goal is to get this portfolio above the first $1 million. That's the goal. That's why the channel is called the $1 Million Challenge. Trying to get this above $1 million. Now, what we've been dealing with right now in the markets has been a tough one. Okay, I broke this down in the previous video that I did about the stock, about the overview of the stock market. Go and check that video out. It will be right here for you to go and check out in the links above. Go check out that video. It's just a little bit of me talking about the markets, what I think about the markets, how you should approach the market. I don't want to repeat myself, so go check out that video if you want to get my 2 cents on how I see the market, what I'm doing. And this is me actually showing you what I'm doing based off of that video. So yeah, let's take a quick look at the portfolio here. We usually would start with the breakdown here. I love to run through the breakdown of the numbers so you get a realistic view of what's going on with the portfolio. So if you take a look at today, right, the portfolio is down 4%. A bloody day for the market today, down $3,000, and I didn't get paid any dividend. If you take a look at a week, in the past week, the portfolio is down $12,000. So these are really trying times in the market right now. 14% in just 7 days. So I'm losing roughly about like $1,300 a day, just like I did. Well, today is a bit more, but I'm losing roughly $2,000, $3,000 every week in the market right now because of the uncertainty with inflation, with interest rate hikes. Really hot housing market. People are scared of losing their jobs. We've already had a few companies that are planning on laying people off. So there's a lot of things in the markets right now that it's uncertain. And one thing that the market hates is uncertainty, right? The market does not like not knowing how things are going to be within the next 6 months or a year. And we're still dealing with COVID, we're dealing with all that stuff. So a lot of things that we're dealing with in the market, but this, for me personally, I think it serves as a great buying opportunity if you are a long-term investor. But anyways, let's get into what we're doing here, which is the next month here. Let's take a look at what we have for the month. So the portfolio is down a lot again for the month, 16%. We're down $14,000 in 1 month. Made $50 in dividend income there. And if you take a look at the past 3 months, we're down $12,000, 14%. In the past 3 months, the portfolio has generated $250. So you guys see the dividend has been a huge part of a huge part of the portfolio. The portfolio has been earning a lot of money. And if you take a look at 1 year, here, the portfolio has earned $874 real cash, $874, and $10,000 in losses in the portfolio. So the past 1 year has been quite tough. But one thing that I'm happy about, this is what I'm saying, that the only thing I can control is the amount of money I put in. I put in a lot of money in the past year, and I'm putting that money in high conviction stocks. Companies that I'm very sure of, companies that I want to hold for a long period of time. That's what I'm putting that money in. Now, I've had some losers, which I'm going to get into very, very soon. But those losers, I just think they're temporary right now because of everything that is going on in the market. Over time, I think, they're going to be just fine as well for those ones that are considered losers. So if I look at the all-time here, the all-time, we're just down 2%. So ever since the inception of the portfolio, May 19th of 2020. So this portfolio by next year, May 19th, will be 3 years. So it's just over 2 years old that I've been managing this portfolio now. So in those times, right, I'm down 1,100, 2%, and thank God for the dividend aspect of the portfolio, right? It's saving a day right now. But in those two time, market has dropped 2,500, and I've gained, you know, almost 1,400 in dividend. So let's take a look at segments here. Okay, we clearly see a huge difference in certain segments here. Okay, we got the passive income section here, which this part is basically just focused on passive income. Most of the company, like at least 90% of the companies that are in here are geared towards paying dividend. They got to pay me for me to put them in here. Same thing with the the ETF, you know, pretty much same thing with all this. And then we have this section here, which the profit team is a group of individuals that we all put our head together to pick stocks. And we have, here's our portfolio here. And the cryptocurrency. Now, cryptocurrency has been quite interesting, okay? Because here we are that we're supposed to have a, what do I call it? It's a hedge against the market, right? A hedge against the market. And we find that emotions comes to play when it comes to cryptocurrencies as well. It really isn't a hedge against the market. It's just like every other asset. It's just another asset class, right? Let's take a look at the current cryptocurrency markets and how the prices are doing right now. So if you take a look at the prices of Bitcoin right here, this is not an asset that is inversely correlated to the market, because the market has been going down lately, and same thing with Bitcoin. If you take a look at Ethereum, it's the same thing. But zoom out, take a bigger picture. Whatever stock or anything that you're looking at cryptocurrency, take time to look at the bigger picture. Look what it has done over time. Bitcoin has been a great asset ever since it started in 2015. Anytime between 2015 till now, you've gained 9,000% in Bitcoin. So when it started trading, it started trading way lower than that, but I'm sure Google started tracking it at this date that we're looking at right now in 2015. And it was $327. Now, one Bitcoin is 29,000, and at some point it was 64,000. I am going to be doing what I do best by just keeping calm in the market. I'm looking at this 90% decline, and I'm like, okay, this is an opportunity to buy. Because if I zoom in here and just take a quick look at some of the companies that I own within the cryptocurrency section, we have Coinbase. You know, apart from Coinbase and Binance, they're basically the number one cryptocurrency entity that exists right now. They're a place where people go and buy crypto, a place where people store crypto, a place where people trade crypto. So a lot of things happen with Coinbase, and Coinbase for me is basically down 92% right now. So this is deep value territory for me. Same thing with Nvidia. They make the GPUs and everything like that that goes with cryptocurrencies. And same thing with all these other companies, right? They cryptocurrency affiliated in one way or the other. Maybe they create banks, they create transaction investors that are heavily invested in cryptocurrency. So like, I'm going to be putting in money into this section because it's only a matter of time that everything will be good again, and these companies in here will just be racing forward to higher and higher numbers. So what I'm doing is I'm just staying calm and just looking across my portfolio and looking at where would be the best place for me to put my money at any given time. So the other one that I've also been excited about right here is ZIM. I did a deep dive video on this. You should check out the video. So now some of the stocks that I'm bullish on, some of them are right here with ZIM. This company, they do shipping of, you know, goods and services all around the world. I'm talking like freight, like ocean and all these things. That's what they do. And, you know, their stock is quite high right now. When I was buying it, it was a little bit, it was lower than this, but $50 is not too bad, because I did a breakdown of the stock recently. I haven't looked at it, revisited again recently, but I did a breakdown of the stock roughly like couple of videos back. I'm gonna leave the video in the description. I think it's like maybe 2 weeks ago or so. So I haven't done any recent digging into the numbers, but you know, I like to buy when it's at 45 to basically anything under $60. I wanna be picking up shares here, because this Zim, they are gonna play a huge part of the recovery. So, and I'm also buying a piece of that, and I also want to buy Corning. I want to buy some more of this glass company. I don't have enough of it. I want to buy a little bit more. But apart from that, I'm just gonna trickle a little bit of money across the board. But this portfolio is holding up quite nicely. It's holding up very, very well when it comes to that section there. Anyways, the profit team section. So now, when we talk about, I want to go into ARK Invest. Okay, I want to start buying ARK Invest when their flagship fund start dropping. I feel like it's gonna drop some more. You know, I will start picking this up in the 20 range. If we take a quick look at just what the stock is doing in general here, right? If we look at the past year, the stock is down 57%. Okay, we look at the past full year here, not year to date. Year to date, if we look at the past full year, it's down 62%. 2 years, right? We are lower than where it was at 2 years ago. Okay, so this is a good time to be picking up some of these companies, because they do innovation, and right now, because of high interest rate and everything like that, innovation is getting beaten down quite badly. So I think for the small risk that I pose by, you know, investing $3,000 to $4,000 into the ARK fund across the board, the small risk that I impose, I think there's a greater reward. Like, for example, the big holding is Tesla, and, you know, all other companies, genomics companies and everything like that. When it comes to investing in technology, right, you never know which one is going to pop. It's going to go up like crazy. It could, let's say you invest in 30 companies, right? 25 of them could go bad. It's like VC, venture capital companies, right? They invest in hundreds of companies. They can lose money in 90% of all the companies, right? But the 10 that will do well, would just go up so high that you're gonna make money on all the 10 that you've lost. So that's what I'm playing with ARK Invest. I'm doing more research into what their current holdings are and what they're currently doing, because a stock that used to be $156 now is at 36. You know, that is a highly discounted stock, highly discounted stock. Pays dividend on a yearly basis, but the expense ratio is quite high as well. Market cap has gone down quite significantly. Back here, they used to have like a 20 something or so $billion market cap for the stock. So, you know, for me personally, I think right now is a good time to jump back into ARK Invest, because I sold ARK Invest at some point. I sold out of ARK Invest. Let's see. So I sold out of ARK just roughly, let's see, when the portfolio was dropping. So I had at some point, I had 6,500 in ARK, right? And the portfolio just kept on dropping, I sold out of it January 21st, okay, of 2022, because I figured with a high inflation, with, you know, uncertainty with the war, with all these things, with high interest rate coming up, ARK is going to get hit hard because of the type of companies that are in the ETF. So I sold out, and I believe I sold it when it was, let's see how much it was on January 24th. So right here, January 24th, it was roughly about $70. So that was a good call because it just kept on dropping, man. It just kept on dropping. You know, it dropped 42% before I decided to sell out of it. But I thank God I did. Sold out of it, and from there it has dropped another 51%. So I'm keeping a close eye on this company. If I zoom out for 5 years, it's up 87% in 5 years. Okay, so who knows, maybe it could drop down to about $26, which would be a great time to start picking it up. But I don't mind putting in a few dollars, you know, every like a couple of times a week to pick up ARK as it's going down, because I believe that the company will probably, because of the stocks that are within the ETF, it will probably go down a lot more to this point where it was at 26. It's just $10 away to where it was at 26, and that would be a great time to be picking it up, because who knows, maybe it's gonna go back to 40, maybe it's gonna go back to 100, or when it was at this point, you know, 156. You just never know. So at the end of the day, right, what really matters to me the most when it comes to building this portfolio is right here: earned dividend. The main thing that I focus on with this company is to put money, most of the money that I put in, into stocks and ETFs that are going to pay me on a monthly basis. That is the main thing that I do with this portfolio. You know, if I average this out, this will average to like 70 bucks or 65, 70 bucks or whatnot. If I can build that to 100, to 200, to 3, to 4, to 5, 6, $7,000 a month in the future, that is what I'm talking about. When I check on a 3-month basis or on a monthly basis, and you can see, hey, $1,000 came in, $2,000 came in. That is the whole point of investing. And I do that by basically adding money here, putting money into the market, making sure I'm putting money into the market every single time. For the past year, I've put in $41,000 into the market. That is the only thing I can control. And I'm consistently making sure I'm putting money in. And whatever happens, as long as I'm getting paid, I'm happy, and I'm going to hold the company for a long period of time. So yeah, I hope you find the video, today's dividend update, informative. Stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel. Give this video a like if you find it helpful. You know, the goal of the channel is to share with you the good, the bad, and the ugly, and to show you what my process of getting this portfolio to $1 million. You know, and in the process, there's gonna be some good times, there's gonna be some bad times. You know, these are definitely some of the tough times here. When you look at your portfolio in 1 month, it's down 16%, $14,000 just wiped out in the past month. You know, 14% in the past 3 months. These are tough times, but you know, stay true to the journey, dollar cost average, and build another stream of income. Because for me, this is another stream of income that literally can pay something. You know, I could pay my phone bill. I could pay my phone bill for a couple of months with this. You know, if you have Boost Mobile or Simple Mobile, you know, all these cheaper versions, you can literally pay your phone bill for like a couple of months every month, and you still have money left to invest. So the plan is to just put more money in, to the point that this portfolio will be producing so much money that I don't have to do anything anymore. I can decide to move to another place and just live off of the portfolio, you know? So that is the goal. Stay focused. You know, that's the name of the game for me. So everyone, before we get into the video, I just love to do a quick disclaimer that I am not a financial professional. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not your financial advisor. If you need financial advice, you should go out and search for a financial advisor and get financial advice. these videos, my videos on YouTube, are just my streams of consciousness. It's just what I'm thinking at the time and how I'm thinking about managing my portfolio. All the things that I'm doing here on YouTube is basically a First Amendment protected activity. This is not financial advice. If you need financial advice, you should go and seek out financial advice. Read the disclaimer in the show notes below. So thank you very much for watching today's video. I appreciate you. If you like this type of content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Give the channel a sub. You know, let's do the help a brother out special. You know, if you're watching this video, please subscribe. I'm trying to get my subscriber count up to 1,000 this year, get the channel monetized so I can build another streams of income through my efforts here on YouTube. Check out what I'm doing on YouTube. I have 2 channels. I have a beats channel and I also have a finance channel. So check out my work here on YouTube. I appreciate you for watching. If you've learned something, comment down below. Let's talk. You know, I love to interact with everybody in the public. So let's talk. Let's if there's something that you can tell me that I can learn from you, you know, I would love to be able to hear that. So comment that down in the description box. With that being said, I appreciate you for watching. Until next time, see you later. Love you all. Bye.